In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to make an entry using the TDI shark fin. It is a very powerful strategy that you can use in making your entry, especially for scalping, and this will be applied on 15 minutes or 5 minutes depending on the time frame that suits you. So I want to explain what TDI is all about. TDI is an acronym which means Traders Dynamics Index, and this is a multiple confirmations all packed in one indicator. So what you are seeing here is my TDI. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing the setup of this TDI with you, and you can do the setup on your chart, back test it, and you will see how you can find beautiful trade entries by capitalizing on what you'll be learning. My name is Soji and you are welcome to Soji Forex. If you are first time of coming across our video, please do well to like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we publish our next video. On this channel, we share ideas on how to trade the financial market, ranging from price action to the smart money pattern, the beating the market makers. Whatever method of trading that suits you, you can find a video on this channel. So without wasting much time, let's dive into what we have for today. So this is our TDI. The first line you are seeing here, this is our volatility band, and this volatility band is our Bollinger Band. This is the upper band of the Bollinger, and this is the lower band of the Bollinger. This helps us to determine the volatility of the market. Just as you can see here, whenever this volatility band shrinks together, it means the market is in consolidation and the smart money are about to play a trick. So that is about the volatility band. It helps us to know how volatile the movement is. Second is the green line, which is this, and this green line is our price line, and that is why the Traders Dynamic Index is not just an indicator pattern of trading. It is an indicator built up based on a price action. So you cannot just conclude that it's just an indicator. This is a price line, and this move in line with the current price situation of the market. So this is not a lagging indicator. Alright, then our red line is our signal line, and this signal line helps us to confirm entries. Okay, whenever there is a cross between the price line, which is the green line, and the red line, it gives us a confirmation entry, either for a sell from the upside or for a buy from a downside, depending on where the cross is coming from. Also, whenever you see a space, like a distance, this separation you are seeing now between the price line and the signal line, it also shows us how far the market is going to move over time in that particular direction. And this gold line, this is our yellow line, is our sentiment. This helps us to determine the trend of the market. This good line helps us to determine what trend of the market are we per time, depending on the time frame of your analysis. Okay, and whenever the good line is below the 50 level of the RSI, just as we are seeing here, it symbolizes that we are in a downtrend, and whenever it crosses above the middle line, it shows that we are in an uptrend, and vice versa. And then we have our 68 zone, which serves as our overbought, and our 32, which serves as our oversold zone respectively. So for this strategy, we'll be looking at a shark fin. Now you are wondering, what is a shark fin? Now the same way a fish cannot survive outside the water is applicable to price. If you look at this TDI, you'll realize that most of the time price could not survive outside the Bollinger Band. The price is more inside the Bollinger Band, looking at the price line, compared to when it is outside the Bollinger Band. So anytime price go out of the Bollinger Band, it can't survive for a long time. It has to return back inside the Bollinger Band. So this entry strategy is built on this pattern here. And whenever a fish dive outside the water, if this is your water body and then a fish dive out, a shark will easily and quickly make a return back inside the water. It will dive outside the water and return back. It can't stay outside the water body for a long time, and that is what this concept is built about. So in the same vein, price, once it go out of the band, will have to return inside immediately. Another thing that this price can help us to do is also help us to determine the divergence of the market. So having said that, we'll dive into the strategy and see how we can combine this in finding our entry on our main chart. Alright guys, here we are on our main chart. Now what do we do? How do we find entries and how do we trade this pattern? Now, how do we find our entry and how do we trade? Now for this trade, there are two ways we want to find our entry. Number one, we want to see price coming from our lower Bollinger Band. And as price is coming from our lower Bollinger Band, for a buy trade, we want to see price go out of the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, that is, we want to ascertain our trend. And as you can see, price has gone out of the middle Bollinger Band, has closed above it, and then we want to see a cross between the EMA 50, our exponential moving average 50, and our middle Bollinger Band, and we have gotten this cross successfully. And if you are a price action trader, you will agree with me that this movement of price from this zone is already, when you want to draw your trend line, you'll be waiting for point B for you to, and you'll be waiting for point B for you to put up your trend line. So we'll be catching our entry based on point B. So what do? We are waiting for a pullback. Now this pullback, now we want to see this pullback happens, and whenever we see this pullback happen, we want to pay attention to our TDI indicator. We want to see the green price line of the TDI come out of the Bollinger Band, which is our volatility band, the blue line, and you can see how it came out of the band. Here it is out of the band completely. You can see it out of the band here, and then we want to see it returning back into the band, and you can see it is returning back beautifully into the band. It crosses our red signal line, and this thing is happening around the region of our middle Bollinger Band and our 50 EMA, and afterward we have these bullish candlesticks which close. So upon this bullish candlestick closure, we can easily draw our trend line. So we can now connect our point of trend line easily based on this. So we are now connecting this point A with this point B. Of course, because we already have a bullish signal of the candlestick formation in that zone. And upon that, we will now make our entry at this zone. Okay, at the close of this candle, we'll make our entry because of the cross of our signal line, which already happens here. So we'll make our entry upon the close of this candle. Of course, our stop loss is 15 pips below the candle, and below our trend line we have our stop loss. And you can see how this plays out beautifully. Okay, and here we have a second scenario. You can see this, and you can see this. You can see how it plays out for a while. By now you should have break even based on this trade. So each of these trades is capable of giving you a 10 pips per entry. Here we have another one. Looking at this, you agree with me that here we have a cross of the 50 MA and the lower Bollinger Band. And after that, at this zone, price pulls back here. And look at our TDI. Our TDI line as well pulls out and give us a shark fin pattern. So at the close of that candle, a shark fin pattern, and then at the close of this engulfing candle, we'll make our entry. Our stop loss is here, and you can confirm that with your price action pattern by using a trend line to validate what has happened in that zone. And if you are to put your trend line, you realize that price is actually making the right move. And now you can see with this and this, we have a perfect play out in that zone. So let's keep back testing and see how it works. Okay, here again we have another one. You can see that here there is a cross which shows that we are in an uptrend, and after that cross you can see that we have a shark fin here and a pullback here, another entry here and another entry here. So you can see how these things keeps playing out. So it's a simple but powerful strategy that you can leverage on in making your trade. Here we have a cross to the downside, and then we have our shark fin here, and we have this here, and this would have been a short trade. So each of these trades has the potential of giving you a reasonable profit. You can see this, we have this, and we have this. Okay, this happens here and this happens here. Okay, and it's a perfect one. We have this. You can see that the shark fin also happens at this zone. So you can follow these things up on the asset, back test them, and you can see, you will know how beautiful and powerful this strategy is. Here we have the cross, and here we have the entry. You can see how powerful it is. Very simple but profitable strategy. Okay, you can try this. So you can keep on back testing this on and on and on your chart. Look at this. Look at this. The cross happened here, and then you wait for the confirmation of the signal. At least each of these should be able to give you a 10 pip. Look at this. We have this and we have this. We have this and we have this. So each of these should be able to give you a 10 pip. We have this, we have this. So it's a simple but powerful strategy that can put you in profit. So I would love to hear from you. Ask your question in the comment section and we will do justice to it. Okay, we have this, and also we have a good news that I want to share, that we are having a boot camp that is coming up soonest. Yeah, we are having a boot camp that is coming up on Saturday the 8th to Sunday the 9th of June, and you can follow this Telegram link to join the group and get every necessary details. The bootcamp is totally free and we are looking at how we can refine our trading strategy for profit. So you can share this with your friends who are traders and we expect to see you in the boot. Alright guys, keep back testing the strategy. Here now we're about to have a signal. If we have this cross safely, we'll be waiting for this pullback and this pullback here so that we can go. So this is pretty much easy. And as a price action trader, you can connect your trend line as the case may be. I believe you are gaining value from this video. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and above all, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever we publish our next video.